After the SEC accused Ripple of selling securities, many people assumed that XRP's time was up, but this was not the case. Ripple has had many ups and downs over the last 9 months, and things are heating up in the lawsuit as well. The parties claim that they are not providing relevant information about the lawsuit, and now they are involved in all of this. The secretary took a significant step by deleting some documents. We will learn everything there is to know about the deleted portion of the documents and why both of these parties claim they are unable to provide the relevant information, and now it is up to the Securities and Exchange Commission. Before we begin, welcome back to Crypto Mallies, a channel where you can get your daily dose of XRP and other cryptocurrencies. If you haven't already subscribed, you should do so after watching this video, it will be worthwhile. Also, if you found this video informative, please click the like button. Ripple has long been ranked third in the cryptocurrency market, chasing only Bitcoin and Ethereum. The company had established relationships with major banks and amassed a devoted following. Now, the SEC has threatened to unravel those accomplishments by raising some uncomfortable questions. Was Ripple nothing more than a joke? Were Larsen and Garlinghouse's lofty XRP claims just a ruse to line their own pockets? XRP's purpose is less clear. XRP, like other tokens, is tracked on a blockchain ledger with software nodes all over the world validating transactions. The ledger is highly regarded in the industry due to its versatility and construction by top cryptographers. Even skeptics of XRP, such as crypto analyst Ryan Selkis, who called the currency toxic waste in his widely circulated annual report, praised the ledger. The challenge for Ripple, which still owns the majority of those 100 billion XRP, is to demonstrate that all of those tokens are useful for something. The cryptocurrency community, including the thousands of small investors who own XRP, will soon find out as the case moves closer to trial. Meanwhile, Ripple has taken an unusual approach, sparring publicly with the SEC rather than quietly settling, as most companies in its situation would. The company has also hired top legal talent, including the former head of the agency against which it is fighting. It promises to fight the case all the way to the Supreme Court. The Ripple case is a measuring stick for the SEC. If the agency prevails, it will cause problems for many other cryptocurrency companies. If it loses, America's top financial cop will be humiliated, and its enforcement powers will be eroded. In more than a dozen interviews, people close to Ripple and securities law experts described the SEC lawsuit versus Ripple as a case that will not only determine the company's fate but will shape the future of the crypto industry by determining whether cryptocurrencies should be treated like stocks. That question could be answered by a judge as early as this fall. Billions of dollars are at stake if the question is answered correctly. Previously, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission requested that Ripple deliver terabytes of Slack messages. According to the regulatory authority, the Slack communications data previously provided by Ripple was incomplete. However, Ripple continued to deny this, but on August 9, the SEC claimed that Ripple had accepted that the data was insufficient. It was due to a data processing error, and Ripple had only collected a small portion of the Slack messages. The SEC has filed an opposition to Ripple and the individual defendants' motion, which challenges the SEC's improper assertion of the deliberative process and other privileges. The agency's response to the privilege dispute comes after a lengthy and frustrating back and forth between the two parties, who disagree on what constitutes privileged information. This prompted Ripple's lead counsel, Matthew Solomon, to write to Judge Sarah Netburn and ask for her assistance in the discovery dispute. The fact-finding process is coming to an end, but many documents have yet to be delivered. Lawsuit agenda. In its recent opposition to Ripple's motion, the SEC contends that the deliberative process privilege, DPP, is a critical governmental privilege designed to promote the quality of agency decisions by preserving and encouraging candid discussion between officials. The court should not override that privilege and punish open governmental deliberations, especially when the internal pre-decisional, deliberative material sought by defendants, which they never saw or knew about, is irrelevant to any claim or defense. Defendants have already sought and obtained extensive discovery from the SEC. However, defendants now argue that privileged, non-public SEC communications about the regulation of digital assets, not just XRP, are somehow so relevant that the SEC's important deliberative privilege should be overruled, the plaintiff argued. Meanwhile, defendants have moved to strike from the record the most probative, relevant evidence they have obtained from their SEC discovery. Former SEC Division of Corporation Finance Director William Hinman's deposition testimony that he met with Ripple representatives and told them that he considered Ripple's sales of XRP to be sales of securities and that Ripple should cease its unregistered sales. The theory behind defendants' motion appears to be that non-public and privileged comments by SEC employees that defendants never saw, including about digital assets other than XRP, are relevant, but what Director Hinman told Ripple's representatives about XRP is not, the SEC continued. The above-mentioned filed motion contains excerpts from ex-SEC Director William Hinman's deposition, a hotly debated topic due to its potential to change the course of the lawsuit. In 2018, Mr. Hinman certified Ether as a non-security, resulting in a euphoric market no longer fearful of an SEC complaint about its initial coin offering. The lawsuit could, and still could, result in a move against Ethereum. During his deposition, the former SEC official claimed that he had warned the San Francisco-based company that it had to put an end to the sales in order to come into compliance. Frankly, the one I recall the most is probably the one when XRP came in with a person who had my position before me, as well as enforcement counsel. They were interested in is there a way to restructure what we're doing to bring it within compliance with the securities laws, and the first thing I said to them is you're continuing to offer XRP without any kind of restrictions that would apply as a securities offering. If you want to come into compliance you have to stop doing that, and they understood that. Ripple confronts SEC for deleting relevant information. The deleted section of the SEC document on page 96 was William Hinman's response to the question other than the Ripple issues, can you identify any other lawyers who came to you not seeking a no-action letter but seeking guidance on transactions in digital assets? Mr. Hinman, you call 10 different law firms, and they give you 10 different answers, each with their own spin. It's as if the white light of your speech passed through a prism and emerged in 10 different colors of legal advice. This is the most recent development in the lawsuit, which recently saw Ripple explain to the judge why it refuses to hand over internal Slack messages to the SEC. This all proves that the lawsuit is a scam, and the higher authorities are now involved because it was not going away on its own. When it comes to digital asset enforcement, the SEC is under a lot of pressure to make the right decisions. The SEC versus Ripple case appears to be the last straw, as the industry has banded together to combat the regulation by enforcement approach. We've reached the end of the video. I hope I've answered all of your XRP-related questions. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Do you guys also think SEC is playing something dirty? Let me know in the comments section down below. If you want to be notified whenever we post something about cryptocurrency, make sure to enable post notifications. Have a fantastic day.